Good morning. So I decided to go take a hike this morning, and I was actually here at Jordan Creek Single Track last night mountain biking, and I missed a phone call. So when I drove home, I returned the call, and it was from a New York number, and it turns out it was from a family member of, I like to call him my second family over the past decade. I won't name names since this just happened, but unfortunately an amazing woman, a powerful influence on my life the past decade, passed away. So I don't cry very often. Now granted, I've grown as a person, so it's good to embrace some tears once in a while, and obviously I shed tears last night. My wife doesn't see it very often. Last time I was deeply affected by this, we lost the Granite Mountain Hotshots, my brothers from wildland firefighting out in Arizona when I served in 2010, 2011. So, I woke up this morning to go out to the garage for my normal morning workout, and I was like, nah, I need to go take a hike. So, threw some weight on, love this weight vest, decided to return to Jordan Park because there's a great spot here, a little rock outcropping. It's hard for you guys to see Jordan Creek. The sun is shining right in my eyes. I love it. And I'm going to come down here and recharge and just think about people. So that's why I wanted to go live for this video is I'm going to leave it to their family to name the name and put the message out. This literally just happened the night before last night. And I'm honored that they called me beyond their core family as one of the next people to reach out. This family became part of my life. Like I said, 10, 11 years ago, any of you guys know me a long time. When I would finish my firefighting season out west in 10 and 11, I would make the trek back here to the East Coast, give back to my volunteer at my ski race team up at Camelback and the Poconos. But one of my fire brothers went to New York to go to school, and I'm like, hey, I'm an East Coaster, you're a West Coaster, I'll go meet you there. And that's how I met this woman. There's a whole backstory. I've had him on my podcast. We've talked about her on our podcast before. She's a very humble woman, but this woman had the biggest heart that I ever knew. I mean, she spent over 50 years giving back to the people of Harlem, New York, feeding people on the streets. I literally dedicated my Thanksgiving, took that away from my core family, and gave it to this family and the people of New York every year to make over 2,000 meals hot that went to the streets on Thanksgiving morning. So this experience for the past decade plus changed my life. This COVID BS, take it as you want. She did not pass because of COVID. She's way too strong for that. But it was just her time. And it's amazing what this woman did for the people of Harlem. Didn't matter your race, your color, your ethnicity, your income level. People like myself would meet this woman and say, how can I help? How can I go do more? So that's part of this reflection hike this morning. But also the fact that this woman, she would never let us contact the press. I'm a marketing guy. Would never let us put the word out there. It was always word of mouth. She's that old school. So in her passing, I'm sure she's gonna, she probably has rules with the family that we're not allowed to make a big deal, but she knows a lot of people in New York, and a lot of people in New York know her. So I'm intrigued to see what's gonna happen in the coming days, and it just makes me laugh. So like I said, I'll name a name later. I'll share something later when the timing is right, when the family's there. But this woman was the epitome of humble. My new book's coming out, reflecting on what I learned from firefighting, and there's actually a chapter in there about getting humble. And I might have to go back and edit it. I'm sure my editor doesn't want to hear it, but I might have to add something in here. I have to. This woman was powerful. She returned my love of charity work and nonprofit work. I mean, I volunteer here, fixing trails, my free time. Volunteering is where it's at, people. I don't have cable. I don't have news. I heard about things happening in Florida and Colorado this week. It sucks. You know, love your fellow man. I'm not religious. I'm agnostic, if you want a label for it. But just take care of your fellow man. I don't care what your skin color is. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your income level is. I grew up with very little. I've worked my ass off to get to where I'm at. But again, just be humble along that way. That's one thing that this woman was the epitome of. And people saw that. People embodied that. And they inspired people like me to give up the past decade plus every Thanksgiving to get up there and join her efforts and give back to the people of Harlem, New York. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. Quick tip. I get this out of the sun. Quick tip. You want to be happy. You want to create positive change in your life. People know me as a crazy health and fitness nut. You know why? Because I'm angry and I'm frustrated. And what am I doing? I put a weight vest on and I came out here to go take a hike. So that's kind of like a little message. Go take a hike in a positive way. I've never known somebody who's so deep into health and fitness that was an angry person. It allows you to expel your energy. It allows you to vent your energy, your emotions, and reflect. That's why I'm hiking this morning before my workday gets away from me from my businesses. Whatever happened in Florida and Colorado, unfortunately, I'm guessing hopefully it's not too much hate. Maybe it's mental illness too. I don't know people that are so deep into their love of mountain biking and skiing and hiking or just the home garage gym life like I have. Like, dude, go lift a weight, go take a walk, go reflect. I don't have headphones. I don't have wires hanging out of my freaking ears for a reason. I'm hiking this morning to reflect, to think, and to expel this emotion and get it out there. So I wanted to share that with you all. Hopefully this comes through because the cell phone signal in this park sucks. So anyway, guys, if there's people in your life that have triggered you to create positive change, or you know people creating positive change for others, go give them a hug. Go thank them for what they do. Because of COVID, I could not go see this woman this year for Thanksgiving. But she was one of the biggest inspirations behind her own charity efforts up there that created my Fuel Foundation. So I created my nonprofit, and I got to cut her a check for $2,000 and send it up to her to help pay for the efforts of making these meals this year during the whole COVID transition, so the people of Harlem still benefited. And that felt so amazing. I've never been able to do that. So I wish I could have been there to hug her and see her face again this past year. And unfortunately, I never will again. But she left a lasting impact in my life. So I have a lot to think about today. So again, if you have people in your life that create these positive changes, please give them that hug, give them that phone call. We need more positive people in this world. So thanks, everyone. I'm going to go and continue my reflection and keep hiking my ass off, because that way I'm a happier person later today. Thanks, everyone. Take care.